is happening, folks? Welcome back to my podcast. So I wanted to step away from the commentary stuff for a while and just create a new content, basically just for this video. And it's about the filming locations in New Zealand for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, which be coming out. So we all know that Simon Bennett just announced a new season for the Dino Fury cast, which is Cosmic Fury. And the whole team is gonna end up starting filming this fall. I want to talk to you about one specific topic that it really got into my mind and what I found really interesting about these different filming locations in New Zealand, and which I find some incredible images that they can do, some fight scenes and some important plot, if you know what I mean. I name a few things that I found on Google, what I found on Twitter about them not filming in the studios that they filmed for Dino Fury season 1 and 2. So it's going to be a new filming locations in New Zealand, and why I think it's a good idea, you know, for them to do. So the first thing I wrote down was X3 Studios. Location looks pretty good for some fight scenes. Just imagine them doing a focus episode on Zato, or even Izzy or Ion for that matter, the most important characters of Cosmic Fury, since they're fighting in the space and they're going to RevCon. Now, what if I told you if they have some important plots for the fight scenes, if they could use X3 Studios to create some good moments for like some good character developments. So if you think about it, I don't think they're gonna end up adapting Sentai or just go completely original for the first time. It's possible for them to do something like this, but only time will tell. Auckland Film Studios, my apologies. And this is another image that I found on Google, and it's really interesting because I feel like, once again, if you built a headquarters, a Rangers headquarters, and I don't know if So Long is going to end up returning for season 3 or season 30 for that matter, I guess you could do something like that to build a studio to find different alien races, to find new powers and power-ups and Zords and all of that, to figure out what can the Rangers do. And you could also build a new villain's hideout. Think about how cool that could be. So the third image I found is Kumiho Studios. So I don't know if I pronounced it right, but for the most part, I think this image looks pretty cool to film certain scenes in Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. I mean, here's the thing. Now that it's on Netflix, you know, you don't have to be strict of being a kid's show. You can just be more mature. You can have as much freedom as you can to create certain scenes and create certain dialogues and just try to make it more realistic, you know what I'm saying? Now that it's on Netflix, you can just go all out with the bang of the 30th anniversary. So think about how cool that would be if they use this area for some important scenes. South Pacific Pictures in New Zealand. There I go. So this location is beautiful. Now, imagine them doing a scene between Izzy and her girlfriend, because we don't know what's gonna happen if Izzy and her girlfriend are gonna end up leaving one another. But one can assume that she's gonna probably find someone else in RevCon. Now they're finding aliens and stuff over there and finding new powers and locations, building the hideout. I mean, this is Power Rangers Zeo in modern times. And you know what? Using the South Pacific Pictures to film certain scenes for Power Rangers, this is great. This is great. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Kelly Park Film Studios. Now, these are just some houses that they were built. You can use that to build some type of hideouts or a good spot for the Rangers to relax and chill, whatever though. But one can assume that it's gonna probably be like a different times and a different timeline, because number one, the Rangers are gonna end up going into space. So if they stay on RevCon, this could also mean that they're gonna probably find a different locations to create bigger moments for plot convenience. I mean, for a 22 episode of Cosmic Fury, this is great. I also want to mention this because someone on Twitter actually reminded me that, you know, with the money that they saved in New Zealand, starting with Ninja Storm in 2002 where they were filming and stuff. But I think for me, I miss having Power Rangers film in LA because I miss the US ADR audio sound when they were talking. I miss the sound effects. I miss the actions. You know, every time I look at LA or California, I think of Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin. Like, what if Samurai and the Neos of Power Rangers would have filmed in California without the bad raining and stuff? Think about how cool that would be if they were to film new Power Rangers seasons in modern times in California. Like plot convenience, like I said, but to me, I think this is one of those topics that we need to talk about more, because if they didn't have enough money to stay in New Zealand, they could just move to Canada or move back to LA and start filming Power Rangers for like good fight scenes and all of that. Like, or you could just film some movies and all of, you know, in general too. So that is my conversations on Cosmic Fury and the filming locations they can also use in New Zealand, instead of them using the same studios they filmed in Dawn of Fury Season 1 and 2. So now that we're going into Cosmic Fury in 2023 or 2024 for that matter. But I'm curious to know what y'all thoughts on my opinions and my ideas, what they can do. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you later.